Hi guys, we are going to go over lesson 6.2. So this is page 4 in your packet, so open up and take notes along with me. It says in lesson 1 we learned that in order to get the variable by itself, we had to perform the opposite operation. Meaning that if the number we wanted to get rid of was positive, we would use a negative to get rid of it, and vice versa. So if it was a negative, we'd use a positive to get rid of it. So when multiplying and dividing equations, the same rule applies. Meaning, if it's a multiplication equation, you use division to solve it, and if it's a division, you use multiplication. So when dividing a number by itself, what will the answer always be? Think. What's 5 divided by 5? What's 10 divided by 10? What's 8 divided by 8? All of them equal 1. And when multiplying a number by its vocab word reciprocal, otherwise known as flip, what will the answer always be? So this one you have to think about, okay? So what's the reciprocal of 1 over 2 would be the flip of that. So it would be 2 over 1. So if you multiply those together, you get 2 over 2, which is equal to 1. That goes for any fraction and its reciprocal. You'll always get 1. So here's a typical multiplication equation. We know it's multiplication because it's 4 times x is equal to 16. So we use division to solve it. We would divide, circle the variable, draw the line down. We divide both sides by the number in front of x, which is 4. Reason why we picked that is because, what's 4 divided by 4? It's 1x, which is just x, and 16 divided by 4 will get us our answer of 4. So x is equal to 4, and we know that that's true because 4 times 4 is equal to 16. All right, here's a dividing example. It says x divided by 3 is equal to 8, and we use multiplication to solve it. So we multiply by the denominator. So multiply this side by 3. That cancels out. You're just left with x, and multiply this side by 3. X is equal to 24. And again, we know that's true because if I plug in 24 for x, 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8, and that's true. Okay, and then here's one other example. Here's a fraction in front of a variable. So the easiest way to do this is to think of it like a multiplication equation. So it says 2/3 times x is equal to 10. Well, we're going to divide both sides by 2/3. And the answer, if you use a calculator, should be 15. X is equal to 15. Okay? Alright, so let's go through these. To solve the following equations, be sure to check your answer. Won't worry too much about checking, just kind of mentally check for now. So number 1 is 6.1 times c is equal to 18.3. So we divide both sides by 6.1. That cancels out. I have c is equal to 3. Number 2, it's just in reverse order, but it's the same thing. 24 is equal to negative 8x. We divide by the number in front of the variable. In this case, we're dividing by negative 8. That cancels out. X is equal to negative 3. Oops. Here's one with the fraction in front. We have 1/7 times m is equal to negative 28. Because it's multiplication, we use division. Divide by 1/7. M is equal to, I think it's negative 196. You guys can check me on that one. And here's a division equation, so we use multiplication to solve it. So p over 9 is equal to 9. We always multiply by the denominator. So there we go. P is equal to 81. Okay? So you have a few questions to practice on your own. Use the examples on the bottom that we went over, or that I just went over, in order to help you if you need help. Otherwise, you can raise your hand and ask for help as well. But make sure you re-watch the video if you still don't understand before you beg for me to teach you individually, because there's a ton of you. So good luck, get some practice done, and we'll go over it probably 9th period today or 9th period tomorrow.